Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Imperator Rome here today on the channel. We're going to be starting episode 11 of my Spartan Empire Let's Play campaign. Here today, guys, we're going to be declaring war upon Colchis and Cappadocia. We're going to be continuing to conquer and expand into Asia Minor. So if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comment section down below feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. Feel free to leave a dislike if you're not enjoying it, of course, but let me know where you'd like me to expand and conquer. Hopefully, once I finish off Cappadocia and Colchis here today, we can focus on the Egyptians. Okay, so it's currently 89 BCE. It's the 9th of February. We're currently under the reign of our third emperor, Hierophilus, 54 years of age. His father before him was Acro, the conqueror of Thrace and the Turbali. His father before him was Hierophilus, the first emperor, and then we've got our line of kings, Hierophilus, Acro, Hero, Acro, and then our first Spartan king, Arius Egad. So, here today, we've managed to muster 47 Spartan armies. Nearly roughly around about 1 million men, mostly made up of mercenaries. Now, in the last episode, if you haven't gone and watched it, highly recommend you do. We managed to take our first territory in Phrygia here. We managed to take Pergamon and like Nicomedia. We managed to take a really strong piece of territory from the Phrygians. Now, once we knocked them out, we also got their territory in Syria. Unfortunately, some of their territory did go back to Egypt. For example, like we weren't able to get Crete. No, not Crete. Cyprus. This is Crete's there. We need to deal with them at some point as well. We weren't able to get Cyprus, which is unfortunate. But hey, doesn't really matter. We've managed to take like Antioch and their territory over here in Syria. So my line is currently secure through my sons and my sisters. So let's go through and meet some of the candidates. So we have my son here and heir, 36 years of age. Now I need to get this pronunciation right. Let me know if this is right. Is it so? It's Polius. I think that's how you say his name. His son after him as well is Antiochidius. So we've got a couple of complicated names here. It's not sort of the traditional Hierophilus, Acrophilus, Hierophilus, Acrophilus, Acrophilus, Arius. It's not sort of that back and forth, so we've changed things up a bit. So that's alright. We do have a Hierophilus who's 29. I've also somehow got a bastard daughter here. Now, I've never seen this actually happen before. I'm currently married to Philo here, but, yeah, she has a different mother of different dynasties. So, she's technically my daughter, but she's like my bastard daughter going to another house. I've never actually seen that before. Regardless, here, I do have some grandchildren as well, Acro, so currently my line is very muchly secure, which is great to see. Not really much else we can do. 20k in the bank. We have about 1 million manpower as well. It's 89 BC, and we're going to continue our conquest into the east. We still can't go through the divine sanction here. We are still an empire, of course. Decisions-wise, we're still on our way to reunite Alexander's empire and get the unification, hopefully, before the end game. So, let's have a look at Colchis. Now, they are one of the largest factions over in the east now, so it's going to be good having a crack at them. They are currently a Persian culture with a Armenian god. I thought they were more Hellenic. In Rome 2 they are, but not so much in this. Up in the north, we have a Dacian culture rising up. And as you can see in Gaul and in Germany, the tribes are slowly but surely uniting. Iberia is very much broken apart into Galatia, Carthage. There's a couple of factions rising up here, which are Iberian Druidic and Iberian as well. So it's really a bit of a power struggle here. Egypt is still quite small. The Seleucids have been broken up, but the Indians in the north and near Bactria have managed to gain some sort of consistency. But regardless, here today, we're going to be declaring war upon Colchis and taking Central Asia Minor, Cappadocia. So, let's straight up war deck Colchis. We already have a war claim set up, so we're going to push that now quick fast. Fantastic. Now let's negotiate with Cappadocia, and let's send a covert action. If I was to declare war upon them, would break Casus Belli here. Okay, so I'm going to fabricate a claim on Cappadocia, and we'll be able to go against them in a moment. So, that will be done when exactly? The 11th of March. We'll release the funds and allow the temple to be replenished, and now we can declare war upon Cappadocia. So Herophilus Igad, 54 years of age. His father before him was the conqueror of Thrace and started the conquest of Asia Minor. 54 years of age, Herophilus Igad will be the first to hopefully take especially the northern half. Okay, so let's declare war upon them. Oh, we're already at war. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's good. I declared war against them straight away. I wanted to make sure I hit Cappadocia and Colchis at the same time, instead of like overextending myself somehow. So, let's declare war upon Cappadocia. So, let's allow everyone to go with an independent operation, and boom. So, crikey. Looking at the diplomacy map mode, we are at war with most of the known world now. Especially in the east, or most of the eastern world rather. We're at war with these guys in the south, Cappadocia all the way up here. So let's have a look at what Cappadocia are bringing to the party. We outnumber them massively with archers. They've only got about 9,000 of them. They have 1,000 camels, 27k heavy cavalry. We outnumber them like 500 to 1 with heavy infantry, skirmishers, light infantry as well. Ships-wise, not too bad, but it's really the secondary army here with Colchis is what we need to worry about, combining these up at the moment. 16k there, so overall numerically this is going to be a far easier war than what I anticipated, especially going against like the Thracians and the Frisians. Where are my navies? Now they are on search and destroy. Now they need to really be back here because we are going to be at war with some factions that are hanging here. So if I can move the fleet here, we might be able to intercept someone. If I can move you back here and here as well, we might be able to bypass some of the hostilities. So we've got everyone here. Everyone's on independent operations, and we'll try and grab as many mercenaries as we can. Let's go, Gadget. Herophilus Igad is currently 5 marshal, my son is 3, and then my grandson here, Antiochidus Igad, who is 19. He's a handsome looking boy. Look at him! The dude's like, look at it, he's massive! Look at this stonker of a boy. Well over 6'5", a true Spartan warrior. Okay, so we're currently at 5% capitulation to Cappadocia, and we've had a couple of magistrates die. At the moment, still 0% lost. I don't know why it's -4. Maybe some territory seceded to the other side. Let's bring you in here for now. We'll min-max you at a later date. But let's get stuck into them. Okay, so there's 21,000 there. We're slowly pushing further south. We could just bring these mercenaries in, as we do have the financial capacity to do so. So it's allow you to push and try and take some territory. We do have some men now actually pushing into the Colchis territory. I don't know why it's -5. Why is it that? Is it just because we're hemorrhaging manpower? Oh, we've actually had one loss here against Cappadocia. 52,000 versus 39. Shit. Maybe it's out here in the desert where they're getting caught. Yeah, this is where the first couple of fights here are happening. We've got some reinforcements coming, but we might have lost that one there. Being caught so far in the desert in Syria. Right, we're pushing into Cappadocia well. Cappadocia currently at 22% towards capitulation. But we are fighting on a two-pronged war. We could have made things a lot easier for myself not going against Colchis. But overall, I still think we can prevail from this. We managed to kill 9,000. They're fantastic. So we've had a decent string of victories. We've lost 36,000 to their 52 and only one major loss. And in the Colchis War, even though territory has been seceded, there will be civilian lives cost. Militarily, there has been no massive altercation between the Spartan Empire and Colchis. Let's continue on with this negative attrition doctrine. I really want to go down the martial stuff where I can. 43% to capitulation, the Cappadocians. We've nearly taken the bottom half of Asia Minor here today. Now, I have skipped a little bit ahead off camera. We finished off the last of our enemies here in Pergamon and whatnot. Just because it's just easier for me. Just finishing them off camera. It took another 1, 2, 3 wars. Two more wars against. There was like one more here as well. It's just like time consuming. I'd rather have a edited down video where we're focusing on 2 major powers and spending like the next 2 episodes on the destroyed Phrygians. I kind of wish we were able to take more territory than was sort of legally possible. The war score really restricts you from gobbling up countries in one fell swoop. It's realistic if you want to play for the long haul campaign, but at the end of the day, I am playing for the entertainment on YouTube, for you guys and myself. So it's much easier just to grab these things and finish them off camera. Okay, cool. Right, so we do have prisoners abroad. So who's actually been captured? We have a following character imprisoned. Oh, Saloni. Really? Is he really imprisoned? Am I going to be able to find him? Yeah, he is too. Oh, wow. He's actually a fantastic commander. 11. He must be the brother there of someone else who was quite alright as well. Okay, well, let's continue on the assault. We've lost 69 to their 91. And, wow, we've had a string of defeats against Colchis up in the north here. Not good whatsoever. We're going to have to quickly bring in some more fresh boys by the look of it. Just to sweeten things up. Alright, let's continue on the initiative here now and try and go for it. So my ships are here, which is great to see. Maybe try and extend that out now that we've taken more. Okay, 4% in favour against the Colchis War, but 66% against the Cappadocia. If I was to sue for peace, what would I get? Most of Cappadocia. Ideally, I want to try and hit 100%, try and completely and utterly wipe them out. I prefer trying to absolutely economically ruin their financial standings and their manpower, because then it just makes it so much easier to wipe them out. Yeah. So I hope you understand my thought process on this. Like, for example, even though we've taken all of the Cappadocian territory, we are not legally going to be able to secede this over to Sparta just yet. It's going to take maybe another one more war, especially this former territory. But I'd be curious to see how much we can get once we go against... Oh, we've had a massive defeat there. Shit. Crisis in Colchis. With the recent death of the Colchis ruler, has caused a great deal of political disturbance in the country. Eager to take advantage of this situation, normally lucky. Oh, let us hope they fall into chaos. Pretenders in Colchis now be supported by the character. Oh, there could be a civil war. Well, let's inspire disloyalty. If there's a Colchis civil war, that would be massive for me. Armenia still exists, nestled here. So overall, 88. We're actually not doing too well. We haven't had a good fight against them. Is it just because we're just getting caught? We're trickling one by one? There's about 100,000 there. Reinforcements are coming. It's also probably to do with the mountain pass here as well, in like the Trebizond sort of region. We've got a couple of units here being tied up. There's still 10% towards capitulation. Cappadocia's at 82. We're about to finish off Cappadocia here. I did take a risk going on a 2-pronged assault, but it's more enjoyable if we can pull it off. Okay, hopefully we can surround and conquer this 40k stack. We should be able to. There's well over 100,000 here. We've managed to actually lure them in to the mountain pass and forest here. Okay. Manpower-wise, we've lost about 100k in this war. That's alright. Okay, they've been overextended, but it's like this army here is what I really want to be going for. Alright, make sure everyone's still continuing on the offensive where we can. Crikey, like I don't want you really pushing all the way down to goddamn Babylon. But if you have to, I guess. I really want you to be focusing on the Colchis front now. For example, like why aren't you trying to envelop this? There's 80,000 here, just push for it. There we go, that's what I'm talking about. We can wrap this up. 60,000 versus 30,000. Let's give these goddamn Persians a run for their money. Okay, maybe the AI didn't push for it because they knew they were alright. Is this guy fantastic? Is he 10-star commander against a 9? Okay, so we seem to be still holding out. But it's going to be a close one. If we can kill the Persian king of Colchis. Victory! We have victory here today. Thank the gods. That was a close one. Alright. 90% to capitulation now. We're going to be able to take a lot of Cappadocia's territory. But we need to finish off Colchis. Still want to try and get it to 100%. But Cappadocia and her allies are basically done and dusted. Herophilus is not healthy. We've got this sort of dysentery, cancer-stricken family, don't we? He had dementia, gout. Yeah, we'll be alright. We'll manage. Okay, so against Cappadocia, 77 to 100. We had a lot of good victories. We did have some sizable losses though, but against these guys, 130. Crikey! You got to give it to Colchis. They are really dividing up my armies here. And even this, how have we allowed to get a 10v10 battle here with my grandson, Antialcidasigad? Are reinforcements going to come in time? They are. They've just saved my grandson. Thank God. Okay. Oh wow, we've got guys going all the way south into Babylon. Like that is just insane. Like, is the city actually here, or is it under the Seleucid control? Like, these guys are Babylonia. These guys are actually called that, but where is the city of Babylon itself? Like, I can't actually see it. Is it actually called Babylon at this time period? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that's Babylon? I don't know. Anyway, 95% towards capitulation. They've taken that back there, which is a bit of a pain. They're now pushing here. Okay, I've taken most of this. Who are these guys? Germia or something, okay. We need to be taking more Colchis territory. 98%. Okay, once we destroy this 13k, I reckon that's it. She's all over for Colchis and her Asia Minor allies. We are still continuing to push further north into Colchis. And once we crush them, we'll be alright. Alright, we just want to quickly deal with this last war here against Cappadocia. And then I imagine we're going to sue for peace. Yep, that's it. She's all over Red Rover in my opinion. 99%. We're probably not going to get much better than that. So let's try and take as much territory from them as possible. So we're going to be able to take the north of Cappadocia. Or maybe I should just take the entirety of it myself. Like, just take Cappadocia. Completely eliminate them out of the game. Yeah, we're just not viably possible just yet. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, no matter. Let's go with the suggested. Like I said, let's bankrupt their economy and take as much from them as possible. So we're going to be able to take 210 gold. And we'll take the territory in the north, some here within Syria, and down on the coast. So peace with Cappadocia and her allies has been signed for now. And then we'll allow everyone to be redirected towards the Colchis front line. We do have some spare generals here now as well. I want every single one of my armies to try and be under, especially our Strategos armies, our Spartan ones, to be controlled by someone. But if not, that's fine. There's a couple more here. We probably can do some marriages there by the look of it. Cool. Okay, so that's now been sorted. That's fine. Okay, so you... Okay, it's not... Who could be married? It was one of my grandsons, wasn't it? Yeah. So you can be married off. 19. If you can marry an Egad, I'd be happy. An Egad. I don't know if there's one available. 38. 39... the thing is, the dude's quite young. There's actually not many more Gads left. Okay, how about 12? That's one of my daughters. She's 12 and 13. 3 years. We might be better off to wait. Is there another daughter coming of age? She didn't have any children in the end anyway. 64. Oh, that's a shame. What about you? Yeah, I might allow my grandsons to wait. 13 and 18, I'll marry them to these girls in 4 more years. That's what I think I'll do. You got to try and keep the prestige and power within the family. Banners of power, this is beneath us. 18 here. Alright, so that war's now wrapped up against Colchis and their allies. So now, if we were to go to war against Colchis when we can, they'll be negative minus 151 gold. They've only got 5,000 manpower. So the next war, once we secede all their territory, it'll be so much easier. Victory! We have victory. Let's give them a Nile Crocodile, sure. 40% towards capitulation now. 88 to 145. No. This could have unforeseen consequences. I would like to try and bribe him if we can. We haven't done it we've done it too early. Okay. Pushing into Colchis now. That's what's going to be the remainder of today's episode. Alright, let's keep you there. Okay, so they've got 6,000 archers left, 16,000 heavy infantry. Small amount of heavy. Yeah, let's hold the Olympic Games as well again. But I imagine now, Colchis aren't going to have much more left. We've got to save our religious power as well for stability. God, they've been caught there. I don't know if it's just been a bit unlucky, dice roll wise, especially the way we're sort of trickling in. Maybe strategically as well. Like, look at all these mountain passes. I feel like I've had better victories on independent operations within other factions. Even like in the Roman campaign. We were doing far better in Thrace and sort of in the Pergamon region as well. But into this, it's been a little bit tricky pushing against Colchis. Like, tactically especially. Like, these guys have just been smashed here. We're going to go up to 240k. This is going to be one of the very few wars where we're going to win because we've just got numerical supremacy. But we are really just throwing away our men. Look at this. Look at this home field advantage. Crap. Right, we're still doing well against Colchis. We're going to be able to get territory all the way up in the north here. I would love to get some Crimean territory, but I don't think it's going to be possible. So, what I'll do for now, we'll continue to push against Colchis. 63% to capitulation. It's going to be a costly one, but we're going to be able to win it. We still have a decent amount of money and manpower. Right, are any of these armies not under the control of anyone? It might be in this tab, that's a bit easier to see. Now, it looks like all our armies are actually under the control, which is good. Okay, so we've got some more officers here. You're Persian. I don't particularly want to bring you in. And 5-star commander. There's a couple Persians in our rank of like the mercenary tiled faction. Let's bribe and keep you in. Okay, 59. Let's end this disloyalty bonus because we're going to be able to conquer the territory. So, hopefully, for this in the next couple of episodes, we can finish off Colchis, finish off the last of Cappadocia, unite Asia Minor under a united Spartan Empire banner, and then probably push against Egypt, I'd say. We might need to take Crete as well, that could be on the hit list. We've already got territory in Syria, maybe pushing further south here. Getting on the border of this Egyptian territory might be the go for the next episode. Let me know if I should declare war upon Egypt in the next. If not, we could potentially go back against Carthage, against the Dacians here. I don't think pushing further east is in our best interest. These guys are Persians as well, by the look of it. These guys are Armenian. So are we destroying the major Persian threat? Yeah, Colchis the major Persian threat. Or has this now changed? Ah, this has changed because he was Persian before their previous leader. Yeah, Persian. A man from Colchis is in charge. Well, seeing as they capitulated not too long ago, you don't want someone from Cappadocia in charge of Colchis. 79% towards capitulation. They only have a fair few armies left, but they've done a number on us here. The Spartans, not so well as sort of traversing and circumnavigating the mountains, has really made us dwindle against them. The amount of casualties we lost. We won a couple of good fights, basically even, but yeah, it's not as good as what you would like. We're going to be able to take all their territory just through sheer numerical supremacy. At the end of the day, we've got the power of Greece, Italy, North Africa with us as well. Alright, so we've got some men standing back. Yeah, those mountain passes are treacherous, to say the least. It's a thunder battle. Thunder Giants. Alright, let's continue down the mercenary staff. Sure, she inspires the army, that's fine. I haven't been checking on the years, but have my daughters come of age? No, they haven't. 14, my bastard daughter, and my legitimate one. I haven't actually seen that, because you can't actually have concubines and yeah, concubines. I can't think of another word. Yeah, you can't have handmaidens and stuff. I'm pretty sure there's mods for it, which is quite cool. But it's not like CK2. Alright, so we've got a couple of mercenary guys here that can come into office. The problem is, they are of the Hellenic religion, but they are Persian. I can't really allow Persians, of all people, to be governors of especially a Spartan kingdom. So we'll try and bring some others in where we can. Let's continue this to go on. I don't particularly want to bring in my sons and stuff as governors because they are far better suited to be fielded upon the battlefield. Okay, we've had a good victory here though. We've managed to smash 16k. Colchis are now at 99% towards capitulation. So we're going to be able to take a massive chunk of their kingdom, which is good. Hopefully we can try and get on par casualties with them. Nah, still 100,000 man sway. No matter. My manpower, especially at this time period in the game, at 83 BC is fantastic. So it's only going to take a couple of years for us to replenish anyway. So there's a crisis there, that's fine. If we can take the entirety of this territory, bankrupt them, the more we can have to claim later on. And I can say I've conquered it. Okay, we've had a... Okay, it was blockaded for the time being. There's some rogue ships here. Well, these ships weren't... From what they might have been helpful, but from what I can see, they weren't overly. So let's allow them to go on search and destroy. There does seem to be a smaller Colchis navy here of 48, so we should be able to deal with that. The Spartans are doing well. We're finishing off the last of their territory in the far reaches of modern-day Armenia here, and I guess it's like Azerbaijan, or whatever it is. Venomous Tongue. We cannot move against him. We want to try and keep him on side. 99% towards capitulation now. And, yep, their armies have been depleted and destroyed. Fan-bloody-tastic. Let's try and break down that... what's it called? Yeah, war exhaustion, yeah. Oh, we got that fleet, maybe. Maybe we smashed it or they disbanded on the way. Okay, new research needed, sure. You can come in. That is fine. Okay, with some deaths in the army, we can bring in another general. Let's bring in Antialcides, my grandson, and third in line to the Imperial throne. Okay, but Cappadocia now only has 5, 6, a handful of tiles left before they succumb to Sparta. Bribe him. Make sure they're disbanded immediately. Continue on with our inventions. Even though we're not going to be able to use all these directly, it's really, you want to get rid of them and get access to all of the military stuff. Okay, cool. So they've only got 600 now, down from about 1,000 or so. 3.6. That's it. She's all over it or over. Colchis has capitulated. We've managed to smash here today Cappadocia to a pulp and their allies, and also Colchis. So let's go to the war room and see how much we can take from them, which is a bit of a disgrace, to be honest. We're only going to be able to take Trebizond here and some of their territory in the far north. It's going to allow us to be easy to invade these far-reach territories and send navies up there if we need to. But, yeah, I would have liked a lot more, but that's just how it is sometimes with vanilla peace conferences. So, let's try and get as much money as we can, as always. And I wonder if we're going to get much more. We're going to be able to get 248 from Colchis. So, we'll secede the territory from them, and we'll try and get everyone back to allied territory as quickly as we can. So, has there been a new regime implemented? Yeah, the Cappadocians are now in charge. Ethnically Cappadocian, but still under the Persian ethnic banner. Okay, so let's go into diplomacy. So now they are negative 180 gold, and they've only got 1.9k manpower. So after the peace with Cappadocia, they've gone up a bit. Their manpower is shot to shit. Like, look at that. They still only have 400 men. So they are not prepared for a war, even though they could buy some mercenaries if they want. So my aggressive expansion there is incredibly high, but that's alright. We'll be able to bring that down quite easily. So let's pull back to friendly and allied territory where we can, and we'll make plans and preparations to finish off the last of them. So at the start of the next episode, I should have taken by now off camera Cappadocia, if not all of Colchis, but we'll just sort of have to see if anyone in. Sometimes the AI like jumps in and takes the initiative once you sort of gang up on a faction. We'll just have to see. But we've had 2 strong victories against Colchis and Cappadocia, and on that note, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching episode 11 of the Spartan Empire Let's Play campaign under the reign of Herophilus Igad, the 3rd Emperor of Sparta. So hopefully by the start of the next episode, we will be prepared to go against a major power, maybe Egypt, maybe we could go against Dacia, a major power, hopefully, but I'm hoping Egypt, but logistically, I don't know how far away we might be another 10, 20 years, but we'll just have to see. Thanks for watching the conquest of Colchis and Cappadocia, and I'll finish off things off camera. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days. To get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click the bell, of course, to join the notifications squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.